Now check this out. Listen, how many times have you been at home and you thought about, I want to have a little Asian food, right? But today I'm getting ready to show you how easy it is to make. Look, this is just some extra crispy sesame beef, and you can do it in your kitchen, super easy. Let's get it. So look, I'm using the ribeye. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down. We want to get ourselves some thin slices. Now you see this little fat cap right here? I'm gonna go ahead and just take some of this off right here. I don't want to take that. Now, if you guys see my Mongolian beef, video, this is it right here. And then I want you to notice, look, my knife is sharp, but I want you to notice how it's cutting, right? That's because I had this inside the refrigerator. That's why you guys didn't see it. Excuse me, I had this in the freezer so it can get a little bit on the rigid side, right? So now you just want to go ahead and just cut yourself some thin slices like this. This is right here is what we're gonna do. And the reason I use, look, the ribeye, look, you see all of that marbler right there? That's it, and this is gonna be the flavor. So I'm gonna put my egg yolk in here, and this will just be for my whites. You guys can just disregard the whites or save them, however you wanna do them. You know what I mean? If you've never done this before, just a back and forth motion, especially if you're reading a recipe. For you guys that have never done it, if you want to know what that is, this is how you separate it. So when they say egg yolk only, this is what you wanna have. Okay, so now that I got both of those done, now I'm gonna take these other small bowls right here, and we're just gonna add everything to it. So we just put that in there, that there, and then this here, right? Set these off to the side, get yourself a whisk. Now we just whisk it together. This is gonna be our wet station. Next thing we do is we bring another bowl in, and this will be for our dry. So we just add this here. And now we would just go ahead and whisk this together. And this would just be our station. This is right here is what's gonna get us the crispiness, right? I got it set for 360 degrees, right? So look, we got a dredging station. So check it out. All we're gonna do is just drop these in here like that. We go in, we just get them coated like this, right? Just go ahead, shake off your excess, whatever you can get off of it. Sometimes I like to just let it sit up against the edge, and then you can see it. If you can look at it on the glass, it kind of like just runs down, right? And then I just add it like, just add it in there like that. Now, you know what? We can always do it like Grandmama did it. We can fill up that bag. You know what I mean? That if you can find yourself a paper bag and really want to be authentic, and then we can do that old school shake and bake. And this is the one I'll just move this back and forth like that. Now, don't forget, the full ingredient list will be down in the description box below. You won't see that same thing here because I'm only doing one ribeye steak, right? That's all we need is just one. But for you guys that's gonna do it, you wanna feed your family, go ahead and just use 1/3 cup of each, the flour and the cornstarch. Right here, this is what we coated, right? So I just set this off to the side. Look, my oil's up to temp, and I got myself a spider. You guys don't have one of these, I suggest you getting one of these. These right here make you feel like, you start feeling flossy, like you starting to look like them other channels that be on the Food Network, you know what I mean? Hey, but look, they practical, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now we frying, right? The magic number for everybody is 350. I'm going about 365, right? Actually, this is about 370, because when I put it in here, we're gonna lose a little bit of my temperature anyway, right? So real simple. I'm gonna take it, look, take it like this. When you stick it in here right there, they almost try to fry immediately, right? And then notice this, I'm still shaking excess off. Try to keep my oil as clean as I can get it, right? So just do like this, and you see it working, this is what you want. And look, I know that camera up close, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet so you can hear that sizzle. Look at that right there, that's it. Believe me when I tell you that right there, as it sits right here, it's gonna get a little bit even more crispier, right? So I'm not gonna bore you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest to it, and finish that up, and then we're gonna go ahead and make the sauce. And I like to check my temp, you know what I mean, right before I hit it again, because I like to at least maintain that 360 degrees. So we looking good right now. Let me load it back up. You see that right there? Listen, ooh-wee. Look, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but listen, it's crispy. Okay, so we got that there. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our sauce, right? I like these type of things because listen, when I tell you dumping goes, that's what I like, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my 1/4 cup. Get yourself a bowl, 1/4 cup. I'm gonna go ahead and just add the rest of my ingredients, along that goes with this. And I'm gonna do it this way. And the reason I say just the rest of these, because I separated it. Remember that? We talked about that in the very beginning. because we don't want to put the sesame seeds and the other stuff that we're going to use, the ginger, right? But we're going to just go ahead and get this going. Tomato paste, the honey. Hey, look, I got a cool hack that I learned. And check this out, I learned this from Instagram. If you spray this with non-cooking oil, you know what I mean, and then you put it in there, it just drops out. You can keep it old school, you can do it with a fork, but you're gonna have to really work, or you can go ahead and get yourself, you know, some whisk, do them. These come in like packs of 3s, you know what I mean? Like again, it goes back to like, you know, having the right tool for the job. It's just a few things we need in the kitchen to make, you know, cooking fun, you know what I mean? And that right there is incorporation 101. You should have been left with just, you know, 3 things, right? We got the fresh ginger. You know I'm always gonna have the clove because I got the thing that's gonna make me smile, right? And then right here we got our oil. So look, I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I mean? I just start with a low flame just to put a little heat in the pan, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my oil first. Look, real simple. So we bringing up a little heat, right? I'm just going ahead and loading up. I'm just using 1 garlic clove. You know what I mean? Then I'll go ahead and put it in my press. And you guys know this right here always makes me smile. But before I press this, I just want to make sure I got some good heat. We're going to go here and then we're going to grate. Okay, I just checked my temp. We good, right? So I want you guys to come on here and, hey, say it and smile along with me. I ain't got no whole lot, you know what I mean? So I ain't going to get all of that I normally get. But that's enough right there. You know what I mean? So we'll just knock this back. I like to use the back end of the knife. You know what I mean? Because that right there is like super, you know, strong, sturdy, and it does great. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this little ginger in here. I don't peel, I don't do all of that. You know what I mean? We just do it like that. And that right there, that's enough. That right there is good. Give this a couple of stirs. Now we're gonna go ahead and just bring in our sauce. Right? I talk about using the right tool, but here I am using a wooden spoon inside of this glass. Now you know I'm wrong for that. Keep it under that heat, and we just gonna continue to stir. I'm gonna let this heat up a little bit, and then we just finna work this in. Once it gets to a nice, you know, once I bring it up to a boil or a little bit of a simmer, then we're gonna go ahead, reduce the heat, and then we're gonna add our beef. Okay, so look, I reduced my heat to a super low. I don't want this to become so thick, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce this back into the mix. I'm gonna just go ahead and move this around. You just want to get everything coated. It's all self-explanatory from here. Look at that right there. If that don't say fire, I don't know what does, right? Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of this on here like this. Now this the part I like. I love the decorating of the food. You know what I mean? Look at that. We got a dark plate. We got white. You know what I mean? You got to have that dark and that light to just make it pop. And then I gotta say this too. For those of you guys that just like, you know, do something instead of just sticking it in a bowl and just like saying here, when you create something and it look good, it just elevates the taste. I know some of y'all say that sounds crazy, but just take a look at that right there. You know this is gonna be my plate right here. Now, I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of this fresh, you know what I mean? Ooh-wee. And look, we're gonna talk about presentation 101. I like the specs from the cracked black pepper, right? So it's okay. You tell me what you guys think down in that comment section below, right? I don't care, it could be on the side like that, that's cool, right? And if I really want to be flossy, check this out. If I really want to be flossy, I can break these out. You guys don't see me use these a lot, but this is how I get down when I do like, you know, special event stuff like that, right? And then if you notice how I cut the green onion, look, they cut like on an angle. You know, you take them this way, you cut them down. Even though they're straight, you cut them this way. Just give it that Asian feel, you know what I mean? So we just add this on here like that. Then I use the best pieces. Look, I'm not gonna keep running my mouth, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm over talking it, you know what I mean? But we'll put these on here like that. Notice how my voice is, you know, settling in, and let's watch me work. Hey, if you guys see me laughing right now, that's because I got these in my hand. You know what I mean? I was just using them and they was just working. Now I can't get them to do right. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt it, or I'm gonna have to break that fork out. You know what I mean? Let me just go ahead and just grab one. Look at that. I don't know, folks. Y'all got to help me. You know what I mean? Hey, this here is way out. I'm trying to find me a little small, there we go. So let me see. Hey, ta-da! Hey, it's crazy, I know it is, but check it out, folks. Cheers. Only problem is how I'm gonna get me a little bit of that rice. That's all I can say. This right here is fire. You guys have seen my sesame chicken, all of that. Listen, this is just the beef version of it, and it's extra crispy. You know, for me, I leave it in here. I gotta take pictures and all that kind of stuff. You serve this hot, you fried it just right. Listen, it stays crispy even though you got the sauce on it, right? Everything about this is fire. You guys always know I love to hear the comments, so when you make it, come back, talk to me, down in the comment section below. And don't forget, if I hadn't said it already, which I think I have, the full ingredient list will be down in the description box. Hey, with that being said, don't forget, check out these aprons. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag. Just look at the aprons. You know, I got, what is this, olive. We got the denim material. We even got denim with little stars on it, you know, for the ladies. We got a burgundy one. Listen, I'm finna put it on sale, you know what I mean? And I gotta say thank you for everybody that bought the cookbook. Hey, listen, you wanna talk about God, giving somebody, you know, putting their hand on their shoulder and talking about being anointed, that has been me. So I just wanna say, hey, thank you to everybody out there. Listen, if I can give it to you for free, I'm gonna get it as close to free as I can. Hey, with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and I want you guys to tell everybody out there, it's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And you know how I leave this, folks. It's usually with a fork, a plate, and I'm out. Peace.